Hello everybody, welcome back to Universe Sandbox. So my last video was creating the solar system from memory, and I said if it got 2,500 likes, I would make a part 2, and it got like 3,000 likes in 24 hours, which is crazy. So thank you guys so much. So I'm making part 2 right after part 1 because it got the likes so fast, so I guess you guys really want it. So last video, we made all of the rocky planets. So you can see we have Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. And then we tried to do the moons of Mars and Earth. And after editing that video, I realized there was a lot of stuff I got wrong, especially like with the mass and the distances of certain things. But today we're going to try to do the gas giants and what I can remember of the gas giant moons. So let's go for it. Okay, so I know that between Mars and Jupiter, we have the asteroid belt. So we can actually add an asteroid belt to the sun from our rings tab. Asteroid belt right here. So we just click on the sun and then click add asteroid belt. Okay, so there is the asteroid belt now, and Jupiter is going to be next. So we're going to start with a random gas giant. We're going to put it, how far is Jupiter? I'm guessing here. I could definitely be wrong. You guys will be able to see how wrong I am based on certain things that pop up on screen. So, and I'll be able to see how wrong I was while I'm editing too. So we can kind of cheat with Jupiter. We can compare the mass to Jupiter's mass. So we can just set it to 1 Jupiter's mass and then also set it to 1 Jupiter's radius. So now we know that this planet is exactly the same size as Jupiter. One thing that I think they should add that they haven't yet is the ability to add spots and storms and stuff, because this is already pretty similar in color. I feel like these are going to be a little bit more yellow. I'm going to have to add some more bands. I really wish I could add the great red spot, but there's actually no way to. The only way would be to actually use the Jupiter model. Okay, so that's looking close-ish. Okay, I think I'm going to go with that. So here's a real picture of Jupiter versus what I made. I know it's not the same, but that's kind of what I'm thinking I'm going to do. Okay, so now we do know that Jupiter has rings, and there's actually a preset on here for Jupiter's rings. So we're just going to put that on it. So that's Jupiter's rings. So really, you're not going to really be able to see rings like this, but we do know that Jupiter has rings, so we're going to put those in. And I know that Jupiter has 4 main moons, which are Ganymede, Europa, Io, and Callisto. So we're going to try to make those. I actually do not know the order. Okay, we're going to go with random moon. What is the first one? I'm going to guess. I have to guess on all of these. Okay, I'm going with Io. I honestly have no idea, but we're going to guess Io as the closest one. Io is very yellow. I do know that. So we're going to have to go and make it yellow, and it's sort of cratered. Almost like a more of a pale yellow like this. So we want our base map. Where's that? Elevation map. Okay, that one kind of looks like Io with these craters. I feel like it's still a little bit not this bright of yellow, like a little bit more pale yellow. Okay, I'm going to go with that. And Io's size, let's see. Oh, whoa, this moon here is exactly the same size as our moon. I want to guess maybe it's a little bit bigger. We're going to go 1.3 times our moon. Okay, so I'm guessing 1.3 times the mass of our moon for Io. And then for our interface color, let's just do yellow. Okay, so, and then what's next? I wonder if they're in order down here. I honestly have no idea, but I'm going to assume that they are. So now we're doing Europa. And wow, look at this moon. Okay, Europa. Oh, I can kind of cheat by looking at that, but I'm not going to. Oh, I can already tell that my Io one was very bad. Okay, sorry. I do know that Europa is an ice planet. So if this already has water on it, like it looks like, we can just freeze that water. Let's go down here and then just click freeze all. And then get rid of that atmosphere. Okay, perfect. I think I want a little bit more water just to cover the surface. Okay, that's looking good for Europa, I think. Europa, is Europa the big? No, I think Ganymede's the biggest. But I still think this one's slightly bigger than Earth's moon. We'll go 1.56 times Earth's moon for Europa. I do think that looks pretty decent, so I think we're going to leave that. Okay, Europa, and then next is Ganymede. So we're going to do a random moon again. Put it here. I don't know the real distances. Okay, Ganymede's the largest, I'm pretty sure, of all of Jupiter's moons, and it's even bigger than Mercury. And what was Mercury? Wasn't Mercury like 4.5 times our moon? That was off radius. We'll go off radius. Radius of the moon. We'll go 1. I don't know, because the density can change a lot. 1.6 times the radius of the moon. No, it's bigger than Mercury. How big is Mercury? I'm turning down the density. Okay, 2.81 times the radius of our moon. So that's its size. So this is the biggest one. by far. I feel like that's not right, but we're going for it. What do I know about Ganymede? It's kind of brown and it does have ice on it, right? I think so. Maybe this much freeze as ice and then the rest will have not ice. Kind of brown colors, brown and tan, just like a little bit. That much ice. Okay. Ganymede, get rid of the atmosphere. I know some of them maybe have a tiny atmosphere, so we'll just like kind of turn it down. Why can I not remember anything about these moons now? Okay. I'll go like that. Okay, there's Ganymede. And then our last moon that I can remember is going to be Callisto. And I do know what Callisto looks like right here. I do not know the order. So this is a guess on the order. This whole thing's a guess. Okay, I kind of like this elevation map already. So this one shouldn't be too bad. Callisto looks very similar to Mercury. It's just like kind of dark gray with a lot of craters. So we actually might need, I think we're going to need a different elevation map. One with a lot of craters, like this one might be what we have to go for. And the contrast up maybe? No, I don't like the way that looks. Okay. Name it Callisto. Okay, what's our mass compared to the moon? I think that's too big. We'll go right there. 1.55 times the moon. For Callisto. Okay. So there is my Jupiter system. I know that Jupiter has a ton more moons, but those are the only ones I can actually like think of. Those are its 4 main ones anyway. But yeah, it has, I think it has the most moons of all of the bodies. It has like 80 something. Now let's go to Saturn. Okay, Saturn's distance. Okay, I'm pretty sure that Neptune's like 80 AU away. I'm gonna put Saturn here. Okay, I put it 26 AU away. I don't know how accurate that is. We're gonna find out later. Okay, so Saturn, the visuals shouldn't be too bad. It's really all one color. It's kind of like tan-ish, but like light. It's lightly colored. It's kind of like this. Not bad at all. Okay, and then for our mass, it's saying it's 42% Jupiter's mass. I want to say that's pretty close. I'm going to guess 42. I'm just going to leave it. 42% Jupiter's mass. I wonder how close that is actually. Another thing about Saturn is its rings. And luckily for us, they have a Saturn's ring preset built in. So we can just add that. Okay, well, why does it look like that? Is it because the radius? Oh, it's because our density is off. Okay. It's saying that its radius is bigger. If we turn this down, yeah, that looks a lot better. So some of the rings were inside of it. That looks a lot better. We kept the mass the same. We just changed the density. What moons does Saturn have? It has Titan. That is the only one I can remember. Oh, and Enceladus. I guess we're just doing Titan and Enceladus. Okay, so this is gonna be Titan. I have no idea how big Titan is. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger than Earth's moon. I think. A little bit bigger. Okay. I know Titan has a super thick atmosphere and it rains methane on it. So we actually can't really add methane to it, but we can add a thick atmosphere and we can kind of get the colors right. What does Titan look like underneath the surface? Yellow, orange, brown colors? Like this maybe? Maybe a little bit brighter on this one. Like that? That's what I'm guessing for underneath the surface. Whoa, that's like a deep canyon right here. Anyway, okay, now we need our atmosphere. We're gonna do 1 Earth to start. It actually could be 1 Earth's mass of the atmosphere because the pressure is gonna be higher. I don't know though. But we want to change the visual color of our atmosphere. I feel like it's like orange. It's like this. That's what I feel like it is. So we're gonna do that. Maybe like that. Like that. That's my guess. Okay, there's Titan. Okay, and then I know there's Enceladus, which has frozen water on it. So we're gonna name this Enceladus. Is that how you spell it? I'm just doing off memory. I have no idea. It looks similar to Mercury, I'm guessing. So this elevation map might actually work out pretty well. We're gonna want a lot of it to be ice. Oh, so I guess that's gonna take over our map. Okay, that actually looks pretty good for Enceladus, I think. And then our mass, 2.5 times the moon. Okay, we're gonna turn down a little bit. 1.63 times the moon is what we're gonna go with. Okay, there's Saturn and Titan and Enceladus. I know there's plenty more moons. I cannot remember a single one. Okay, the next planet is Uranus. I do know that. I do know the order of the planets. I'm guessing that Neptune is 80 AU out here. So we're going to put Uranus right here. Okay. For the mass of Uranus compared to Jupiter, I'm going to guess 12% of Jupiter in Uranus. And we are going to want the colors to be that light blue, pale. It's like pale white, light blue, like this. Okay, that actually looks like Uranus. I think this one's going to be pretty easy. That's my interpretation of what Uranus would look like. And I do know Uranus has rings too. Are they on here? They are. All the ring presets are on here, which is actually pretty nice. Yeah? Okay. There they are. They're kind of dark. Now here's where we're going to run into trouble. Uranus's moons. I cannot remember a single one. I'm going to put one in just because I know it has at least one, which will be named Uranus Moon. And the colors on it are definitely going to be... I'm sure it has at least one gray moon. So if it does, we'll count that as a win. Okay. Uranus. That was fairly easy. Let's do a Uranus. We got the Universe color. Okay. There's what I did for Uranus. Here's the real one. Yes. Okay. Okay, last planet is going to be Neptune. I think it's about 80 AU out from the sun. We're going to put it here. That's about 80. I don't know. That's a rocky planet. Redo. Okay, that is now 80 AU out. And I do know Neptune's like a deep blue color with a dark spot on it. Unfortunately, we can't really put the dark spot on it yet. Okay, mass compared to Jupiter. Let's go 20% Jupiter's mass. Turn its density down a little bit. And I do think we have a ring preset for Neptune. We do not. Okay, I do know that Neptune has rings. Okay, there's like a little ring. So I just did that custom. I'm going to go with that for Neptune's rings. It's very tilted, but I think the whole planet's tilted. I don't really know any of the tilts on the planet, so we're just going to leave it on default. I do know the color of Neptune is very deep and like a rich blue color. Like, yeah, maybe. I also know that Neptune has moons, and I also do not know a single one. I'm still going to give it a moon. Neptune's moon. No water, and we'll just leave it however it is. Okay, it probably has a moon kind of like that, right? All right, so here is all of the planets and their moons to the best of my ability, only from memory. If you guys want to see me try to do dwarf planets and other objects like the James Webb Space Telescope, the Tesla Roadster in space that they have in this game, leave a like. If we can get this video also to 2,500 likes, we'll do a part 3 with Pluto and the other dwarf planets, along with me trying to put other objects that I don't know where, but I'll guess where they go in the system. This system will be available for download in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.